question. It's kind of a long question, so I'm not going to read all of it. It'll be in the description. But just to give you a feel for it. Hey Kim Michaels, I hope you're doing well. I just want friends. That's all. I have two who I rarely see because of our education, and we don't talk as much in person because of school, and it's nicer having someone physically to talk to. I don't have any friends at my college, second year in my college, still none. And then I'm going to skip part of it. And the person is then saying, there is this person who's a bit older, but I don't mind. I met at a group. I want to be their friend, and now I text them awfully a lot, but not impersonal stuff, but about the group topic. But I've become fixated on this person, and I really, really want to be their friend. But because I keep imagining our future interactions, if we meet again, by imagining it, I am pulling this away, and I will likely in the future not be their friend. And I really want to be their friend, and I know I must detach, but I enjoy talking to them, and I just want to be their friend. I don't know what to do. I'm very lonely. So what I would say here is, you need to stop, and you need to acknowledge here that you need to make a clear choice in your mind. Do I really want friends? If I do, I have to stop pushing them away. This is something I see in many, many people. I can see it in myself when I was younger. We have this, it's often called the self-sabotage syndrome. We want something, but we are acting in certain ways where we're actually pushing it away from us. And this is because there's a conflict in our subconscious mind, because we have two of these subconscious selves that are fighting with each other. And so I would say here, your option is simple. Do you want to continue feeling like you are a victim and you don't have friends, and you want to project out that the problem is out there, that you haven't found friends? Or do you want to change something so that you can actually attract friends? Because right now, you're not attracting friends, you are wanting to have friends, but you're pushing them away. You're pushing other people away by being too forceful, by being too obsessive compulsive. Nobody likes to be pushed around. You wouldn't like it yourself. So why are you feeling that way? Because of some unresolved psychology. So you can use the teachings and tools of the Ascended Masters to try and resolve these subconscious selves. You can look at traditional psychological tools and try to resolve something. Perhaps at your college there's some kind of psychology group in the evening that meets and talks, or some other kind of group where they talk about psychology. But anyway, what I would say here is that it's not uncommon for spiritual people to feel lonely because we are outsiders and we haven't really met people we could talk to about our spirituality. So that's one thing. But if you're a spiritual person, you need to recognize here that what you are seeking in a friendship with other people is actually impossible. You have a view of friendship. If you really examine yourself, you'll see you have a view of friendship that in some way makes you feel that other people, if they're really friends, they should complete you. But nothing is going to complete you except that you re-establish your connection to your higher self, to your I Am Presence. That is going to complete you. So the only thing I can recommend, if you're open to Ascended Master teachings, I know this can be a process, but it could also happen very quickly. You focus on your higher self and establishing a connection to your higher self. Because that will make you experience that you have a connection that can make you feel whole, make you feel complete. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least you can experience that this is what is ultimately going to fill your loneliness, your connection to your I Am Presence. And then once you have established at least some connection, I mean, this happened to me many years ago, where I suddenly realized this, that what I really wanted in life was not something horizontal in this world. I wanted that connection to my I am presence more than anything else. And this meant that my obsessive compulsiveness about other people evaporated over a fairly short period of time, where I was not trying to get something from other people that I could only get from my I am presence. And all of a sudden then, you're not pushing people, you're not obsessive compulsive about them, having to text them all the time, making them feel like you're stalking them. You can actually engage in a meaningful relationship because you can't do that as long as you're obsessive compulsive. And as I said, the obsessive compulsiveness comes from some subconscious selves, but ultimately the real way out of this is to work on establishing your connection to your I am presence. And that will give you a frame of reference so that you realize that what you really need in order to overcome your loneliness is not something in this world. It doesn't depend on other people. It does depend on you having friends. And once that obsessive compulsiveness goes away, I think you will find it much, much easier to actually meet friends and relate to them. I'd also say the person says that he or she is in college. I mean, there must be opportunities there to meet people. So you need to get out there and meet people and just work on your psychology to get to the point. I mean, really the question is, why haven't you attracted friends to you? It's because you're not sending out subconsciously the signals that you actually want friends. You are sending out this obsessive compulsive mixed message. And the universe doesn't know what to return to you. So what I'm saying is, my approach, ever since I found the spiritual path, has always been, I deal with what I can deal with, and that's my own psychology. Other people, I don't push them, I don't seek to force them, I just let that come as it comes. And once you make that shift, you will attract to you a different kind of people.